Hey, what's up? So I wanted to make a quick video and share with you a little bit of thoughts about an occurrence that happened today as I was meeting someone for coffee, and I had to explain to him what human design was and what it was to be a reflector. And if you've never done that, I'm going to tell you it's a very interesting and difficult experience. So let me share mine with you. So as I was trying to explain human design and sell him on the idea that there's this system out there that has a secret knowledge of a mechanical world and universe, and this information was given to this man that had a mystical experience for 8 days, and he just called it the voice, right? So yeah, he really wasn't buying that too much. But beyond that, and explaining that astrology kind of affects the way that we live, and then also the I Ching and that mysticism, as well as the Kabbalah, of trying to sell him on chakras because he wasn't really familiar with chakras. So as I was explaining this to him, I'm realizing in my mind, oh my God, this guy thinks I'm crazy. And then I also begin to realize, oh my God, I think I'm crazy, because what am I subscribing myself to when I'm saying that I'm a reflector? What is it that what kind of identities and things that I'm adopting? Because as I was explaining to him what it meant to be a reflector, on top of already not selling him the whole foundation of how human design became into existence. So, the reflector. I essentially told him that he wasn't looking at him, or no, he wasn't looking at me, he was looking at himself. And essentially all I was pretty much doing was just amplifying the environment from me, and really just kind of explaining that the reflector isn't really personal, and they're heavily influenced by the planets, and they have this cycle. And I began thinking to myself, what am I doing here? What am I trying to explain to him? And do I actually truly believe these things? Now, I was questioning whether or not I truly believed these things, because in that moment, as I was standing next to him, there was a sense of separate yet among. So there was this awareness that I wasn't just completely amplifying him or being a mirror back to him. So it makes me question the validity of human design. And I know that you don't really get videos like this kind of questioning the validity of human design, of what it means to be a reflector. But being a reflector in human design is a big deal, as we're so rare and mystical, and apparently, subject to not only the planetary transits, but the environment and the people that we're around. So there's a lot of information within human design that creates these ideas that the reflector isn't personal. But that's not the case, because every reflector is still incarnated as a human being with their own incarnation cross and their own purpose. Even if we wanted to look at it through a mechanical perspective or not, there is this sense of individuality that human design points us to. And what I'm thinking, or what I'm sensing, is that it's very possible that many reflectors who are having a difficult time finding that own level of awareness of individuality is because they haven't truly awakened to it. And the way that I guess I could say right now that I awoken to my own individuality was really being a hermit or a recluse for the past 4 or 5 years, trying to go into this human design experience of doing some deep internal reflection and healing through my stuff that occurred in my life, because I wasn't in a good spot. So I did a lot of spiritual work, I did a lot of spiritual research. I really began to reflect upon who I was and what my character was, what was my purpose in life. Yeah, those are my thoughts on explaining to someone what it meant, what human design was, and what it meant to be a reflector. I'm really questioning whether or not it's uplifting me. Is it making me feel better about myself? Is it really what kind of benefits am I getting in my life through following human design? Beyond the strategy and authority of waiting a lunar cycle, I feel that has probably been the most beneficial for me, because it allows me to slow down and not get caught up in this chaotic world. That is definitely more aligned to me. If I have time, if I have space, those are things that are important values of mine, but I don't know if they're important values of mine because that's who I am as a person, or if that is because I am a reflector. If that makes sense. So those are my thoughts, and I hope you enjoyed this really unique video of a reflector sharing her experience in her 5th year of her human design experience, of what it means to awaken to be a reflector. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.